Okay, so Antonio Brown signed with the New England Patriots, a 1 year deal, $15 million, $9 million guaranteed. Let that sink in, right? Now, everything he was going through with the New England, well, I'm sorry, with the Oakland Raiders, John Gruden, and he calling the general manager a cracker, saying like type of very offensive terms, and after they give him $35 million. Now, it really kind of started based on my research that he didn't want to suit up or wear the helmet that was cost like $53,000. He decided not to show up to training camp and practice, and he was getting fined from that. And people will say he was mentally ill. Now Antonio Brown was one of the best wide receivers, what I'm saying, in the AFC. I mean, he's really good. He can run routes on an extremely good level. And John Gruden is really improving the Oakland Raiders, man, offensive scheme. I mean, he's getting rid of a lot of players. He's trying to improve with Derek Carr. And Derek Carr, after he got injured, it seemed like he'd been on to the decline, because I remember a couple years ago they was on a good streak, man, going to the playoffs, and it seemed very promising in the future for the Oakland Raiders, even though they're going to move into Las Vegas, Nevada, to start their new franchise. And it's pretty much just going to be a new transition, so a new formation. He's getting new talent, and John Gruden knows what he's doing, and he just want to get an opportunity for Antonio Brown, but they just really not seeing eye to eye. I mean, going through on Twitter, man, people was just saying like, hey, AB, man, he's playing chess, not checkers. So I mean, you wanted to say like, if this in the AFC, did he plan to do this? And I would hate to be in the AFC East. I mean, you're already in the AFC when EDP was stating that if you're a player in the AFC and you're not playing with the New England Patriots, you pretty much have no chance to win. So I'm trying to disagree with that statement, but it's starting to really make it to become true, man. I mean, Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, is making this happen. Tony Brown, consequently, he's going to be playing against his former team with Mike Tomlin, man, the Pittsburgh Steelers tomorrow. So it's going to be a very interesting day. I mean, Tom Brady got so many weapons down the wide receiver core. You got, Josh Gruden, and you got freaking, him, Antonio Brown, Julian Edelman, and you won the Super Bowl with a mediocre wide receiver core, and you got Tom Brady who's going to make things happen, and it's going to be very difficult, man, for the AFC East teams like the Buffalo Bills. You got the New York Jets, and the Miami Dolphins, for them to actually climb up in AFC East and win that top division. It's going to be very difficult, man. So as AFC team, teams I really think that can really compete against the New England Patriots is probably the Steelers. If that, I can really say maybe the Ravens and KC and the Chargers. But other than that, man, it's going to be extremely difficult. I don't want to see another script or another main script of the New England Patriots going to the Super Bowl and winning again. I mean, he will have 7 rings. But, hey, at the Antonio Brown, man, he's excited that they released him. He's going to his new team. Let's see if he's going to ball out. I don't know if Bill Belichick is going to really, consider him to, continue to be disrespectful or be a cancer to the team. But I was just thinking about his mental state, too, because it could be CTE. It could be him just acting out on this, man. I mean, he managed to land in a 1-year deal. Hey, I thought the Los Angeles Chargers maybe could have get him, but the thing is, we don't really need him in a way, because we have a good wide receiver core, Dontrell Inman, Travis Benjamin. I mean, we got Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, so we kind of really stacked on that. But anything we need is another probably offensive line, man, to protect Rivers, man, another running back. But at the same time, man, hey, AB, he's going to go out and perform. This is really trending at this moment, and I don't know, man. It's going to be tough in the AFC, but the only thing I can focus on in the AFC West division against KC, we got to focus on the Denver Broncos, Oakland Raiders, man. But we don't have to worry about Antonio Brown with the Oakland Raiders at this moment. And I thought, for the most part, his whole agenda was to put out a message like, hey, I'm not going to subject myself into, a helmet or a uniform. And, I'm busting my butt on the field, and he's a wide receiver going to, getting concussions and getting that initial contact. Maybe you're not getting as beat up as other running backs like Ezekiel Elliott and Melvin Gordon, who's, part of a running scheme that's getting pretty much touching the ball 30 carries a game at that. And that can be very, very detrimental in a way, man, to your health, so long term. And I believe he has every right to express himself about the helmet issue. Man, people saying he's a clown and all this, but this could be a mastermind behind all this, man, for him to actually be in a winning team. But I believe Tony Brown, now he's very talented, man. He's a great receiver. I want him to do really well. I really do. Even though he's going to a team that I really don't care for, the New England Patriots, but I have to respect their grind. I respect the decisions that they're making, man. Because when you get to week 5, week 6, it's when teams are really starting to break down and before the trade declines. So New England Patriots hopped on that immediately, man. And they're known for greatness. They're known for winning. They invest in a franchise of winning, and they have a long track of history of doing that. And he's looking at his health, looking at how hard he's working in the offseason. He deserves to, get that crown. And I think that's what Tony Brown is really focusing on. So I wish that everyone have a good career, man. Be good, healthy. But did he finesse the NFL? That's what people stating that. I don't know. It's really kind of crazy, man. At the end of the day, man, getting that news on Twitter and just going down my Twitter feed, just seeing how AB just just being friends with Bill Belichick is hilarious, man. They have all these different memes here, but man, this is really huge here in NFL, National Football League. As people want to say National Football League entertainment, but I'm excited, man. Football's coming along. I'm see what other news. Even though Ezekiel Elliott got his $90 million extension, just really got to see, man, how this is gonna unfold. But New England Patriots fans, it just doesn't surprise me. It really don't, man. I mean, they always finding ways to get back into the bowl. So we don't know. It's gonna be a long season. We'll see how well he performed against the Pittsburgh Steelers. But it's your boy Young Link. Join us. So I really have to say how you guys feel about this signing. This is my 2 cents on it. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. God bless.